Right, okay, hi, it's Ken from Bradley's Driving School, and today we're doing a mock test with Vivien. Vivien is a key worker, is that right?
Yep.
And she has a test on Thursday, so we're going to try a mock test just before our driving test. Have you any questions before we start?
No.
I'll ask you one tell me question. Could you tell me how you check your powered steering work before starting the journey?
Yep. So you apply gentle pressure on the steering wheel, and then when you turn the engine on, you should feel like a tug on the steering wheel.
Come light and response.
Yeah.
So light and response.
Otherwise, as soon as you turn the steering wheel when you drive, you know if it's working or not.
Throughout the drive, I'd like you to follow the road ahead at all times unless they're directed by signs or markings or less than turn to go do some good time. Can you stand up?
Yeah.
Okay, so as we've got this car park free, what we're going to do is going to get you manoeuvre out of the road. If you like to drive it out to the left or to the right and just back it into any bay you want. Okay? In your own time when you're ready. Thank you. Vivien's technique is really good. I like the way she does the bay park, and however she did overstay and she had to adjust it. So she picks a minor fault for shunting forwards and then backwards. Now if you'd just like to make your way up to the test centre and turn left, we're going to follow the sat nav, but I'll redirect you for the moment. Just turn left out of here when you're ready. Left, we're going left.
Turn left, then at the end of the road, turn left.
So just follow it round to the left.
Turn right, St. John's Road.
safe to do so, could you show me how you'd sound the horn? Could you pull up in a convenient place on the left, please? This is Vivien's second minor error. She's parked too close to the junction to the right. Had this been a busy road, it could have been a serious fault. Thank you, and drive on when you feel ready.
At the end of the road, turn right, A690. Turn right.
Can you pull up really close to the next parked car, but leave enough room to move off? About the car length. Just go further forward. That'll do, thank you. When pulling up next to the parked car, Vivien scrapes the side of her tyre off the curb. This is Vivien's third minor fault. And drive on when you feel ready. Vivien does really well with the cyclist. She checks the mirrors and gives them at least 1.5 meters.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A690, Neville's Crossbank. Cross the roundabout.
This is Vivien's fourth minor error. She signals right to go straight ahead at the roundabout. You do not signal right when you're going straight ahead from the roundabout, whether it be the left lane or the right lane.
Out and take the second exit. After 300 yards, turn right, Darlington Road, then bear right, A167.
Vivien records her 5th minor error for driving at appropriate speed. She should be doing about 50-55 along here. At one point she was just doing 40 miles per hour.
After 400 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A167.
Vivien, what on earth have you chosen the right lane for? That sign says straight ahead, second exit. You should be in the left lane. The sat-nav might show it as right, but the sign shows it as straight ahead, so you have to go with the sign. On this occasion, this would be your 6th minor error.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Vivien records a serious fault. She has 2 lanes clear and she decides to exit in the right-hand lane. When you have 2 lanes clear, you need to exit in the left-hand lane. She proceeds to drive down the carriageway, and there's a car in the left-hand lane who starts to slow down, anticipating Vivien moving back to the left.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit, A167. Cross the roundabout and take the first exit. After 500 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A167. And take the second exit. After 800 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, A688. Go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, A688.
Vivien has took the fourth exit on the roundabout instead of the third exit. She does not get marked for this because she's done everything safely.
and take the third exit, Durham Gate.
You go right, fourth exit.
After 100 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the fourth exit, A688. Go right on the roundabout and take the fourth exit.
It's the exit after that one.
Take the exit, A688. After 300 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the second exit. Go right on the roundabout and take the second exit. Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, Green Lane. Then you have reached your destination.
I'll direct you back from here, okay? That's the end of the
After
set.
100 yards, you have reached your destination.
At the traffic lights, turn left. The roundabout, turn right, the third exit, Bishop Auckland. This is minor fault number 7. When exiting the roundabout, Vivien signals and then looks in mirrors. She should look in mirrors first to see if it's safe to give a signal. At the roundabout, turn right. It's the fourth exit for spinning. This would be fault number 8. Vivien leaves it very late to move into the right hand lane to turn right at the roundabout. This is Vivien's 9th minor error. The signal comes off and she fails to reapply it. turn right, it's the third exit. Roundabout, turn left. At the end of the road, turn left, then take the next immediate right. Roundabout, follow the road ahead, it's the second exit. Nice mirror work here, Vivien. I've nearly been wiped out a few times off taxi drivers and buses. Well done.
It's a nice license plate. Yeah.
We hope the examiner doesn't do that when he sees you.
Hope not. Or jump out the window to see my driving.
two roads close together, take the second one to the right. That being the first one where that pedestrian is. That's the first one. And you want the second one where that sign is. The road works out. After spending 3 hours with Vivien, I'd have to say she's going to pass a test on Thursday with no more than 4 minor errors. Just keep going and take the next road to the right and then the next road to the left. It's very tight, so take your time as you go in. And the next left one. Can you drive it forward into a V? Just swing over to the right and then just loop it in. That's it. That'll do. It's not part of the test. So you know at the end of the test, if you drive near, if it's over the white lines, don't worry about it. Right, how do you think you've done?
It was difficult. There was a lot of difficult.
Do you think you've passed or failed?
I'm not sure.
We've got one serious fault. We've got 9 minor faults. I'll go through your minors first of all. You know your reverse park? You got 1 minor fault because you had to shunt it forwards. Well done with that, because that was your weakest manoeuvre. So I knew you were going to get that one, so you've done well with that. So there's a minor fault there. Steering was one time I pulled you in. Can you remember hitting the curb?
Yeah.
Yeah, you caught the curb with your tyre. Remember, your sidewall is your weakest part of your tyre. Mirrors before indicating. Can you remember turn right for spinning mirror 4th exit?
Yeah.
Well, when you went to signal to leave the roundabout, you didn't look in your mirrors. So it's mirror signal, not signal then mirror. So it's mirror then signal. Couple for signals correctly. The first roundabout, the sat-nav said drive across the roundabout 2nd exit. You put a signal on for right.
Okay.
When you're going straight ahead at a roundabout from the right lane, I told you that the other day, you don't signal right. And the other one is when you turn right for Spennymoor 4th exit, the signal came off and you didn't reapply it. You got your foot on the gas pedal. Driving at appropriate speed. What was the speed limit on the dual carriageway?
The dual carriageway is 7.
It was. How fast were you going? We had lovely conditions, so I would have got about 55, 60, but you were about 50, and there was one time you were driving about 40. So we had lovely conditions. You expect a bit just to make a bit more progress. Yeah, it's fast, but not too fast, but 55, 60, so it's just a bit slow. Position, normal drive position. Can you remember the roundabout? You turned right at Neville's Cross, which was great. We went straight ahead of 2 sets of lights. We come to the roundabout and said, follow the road ahead, 2nd exit. You picked the right lane. Can you remember? On a roundabout.
Yeah.
Why did you pick the right lane for? Was it because the sat-nav showed it as right? Can you remember or not?
No.
I'll put it out on video anyway. Right, well you should have picked the left lane. When you're going straight ahead of the roundabout and there's no road mark, you'd normally keep it to left, don't use the right lane. Positional normal stops. When I pulled you up the top there, you were a bit close to the junction on the right. If it had been a busy junction, it would have been a serious fault, but it was just a quiet car park. And can you remember turning right for Spennymoor, the 4th exit? Right. When did you move over? It was a dual carriageway, and when did you move over to the right lane to turn right at the roundabout?
At the very last second.
Oh, you should have done that a bit early, shouldn't you? Now, most pupils would fail there because they would go right from the left lane and fail because the markings, there's no markings, so you've got to keep to the left. But luckily for you, there's nobody there, so you just went, you checked your mirrors and went over, so you got away. But it's just a minor fault because it's a bit late.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? If there'd been somebody there, what would you do?
Yeah, I would have waited for that person to pass.
What happens if there'd been lots of cars there then?
Not sure.
Just go straight ahead. You don't get wrong. So them's your minor faults. Did you notice Stinfit roundabout where you went the wrong way?
Oh yeah.
You did not get wrong for that because you done it all safely. So you got away with that, okay? Right, you've got one serious fault. When you left the dual carriageway, which you've got 2 lanes clear, which lane did you leave
The right lane.
in? No, when you've got 2 lanes clear, you've got to leave in the left lane. So which one did you leave in?
I went on the right lane too.
You left in the went in the right lane. You left in the right lane, which you shouldn't have done. There was a car behind in the left lane. Now he slowed right down because he was expecting you to move over. Then you drove down the carriageway, and then you moved over. So it was a serious fault. That was your one serious fault. So when you go for your test on Thursday, if you leave a roundabout, you've got 2 lanes. Which one do you leave in?
The left.
The left one. Well done. What happens if somebody's cutting you up? Then yes, you can leave in the right lane. Or the left lane's blocked, but leave in the right. But when you've got 2 lanes clear, you're expected to leave in the left lane. Have you any questions before I turn the video off?
Well, hopefully my driving isn't as difficult as that one.
Did you think that was difficult?
Oh, it's just because I'm not familiar with those roads.
You weren't, and you for not being familiar, you done pretty well. I'll be honest with you, most of my pupils would know them like the back of their hands because there's some dodgy roundabouts there. But yeah, you've got a good chance. But you just, if you come to some roads that you might not sure about, then you might struggle. But you've got a good chance.